MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Miami Marlins and the St. Louis Cardinals. At the plate, Starlin Castro. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Miami, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Homer comes up. And that's out number one. Ready now for the Marlins, Jose Martinez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jose Martinez.
Back up. Here as he gets the glove on. Underhanded flip. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do.
Stepping into the box, Josh Homer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball off the plate away for ball one. The 1-0 home. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Lewis Brinson.
The 2-2. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Homer waits on it. He's got it one away. Stepping up now, Tyler Saladino. He reached on a single in his first try. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit on the ground out to short. Homer is up. And there's out number two. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Homer.
Josh Homer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with two outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with two outs.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. A base hit in his first trip. The 0-1 delivery. This is on the ground over to first. Backhanded. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Now to the plate, Brian Anderson. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier.
1-1.
Short. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Riding in once again, Josh Homer. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and This would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0 home. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Digging in, Harrison Bader. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he won't have to contend with the throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second, a double play. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Tyler O'Neill. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. There's ball 4. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. See if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Digging in once again, Kevin Pillar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he comes back to get him, so a great job pitching out of it with the bases. Yadier Molina will come on to pinch hit here in a big...
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other...
Standing in, Josh Homer. He will lead this one off today. Here comes the first pitch. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Turner loves it. And that's the first out. Into the box now, Josh Homer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Attaboy, when you get on base.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his own trip to the plate so far. And the runner back. The 3-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Striding into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Paul Goldschmidt.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground down to second. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Josh Palmer. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway. From the stretch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Diaz is there, and that's the first out of the inning. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Fastball right back to the mound. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1. In now is Adam Eaton. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Adam Eaton.
The 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below.
Now at the plate, Josh Palmer. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The left fielder, number 25. Dexter Fowler.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Defoe is there for it. 1 away.
The batter, first baseman, Justin Ford.
And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So he can't make contact there on strike 3, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away.
Yadier Molina.
Swing and a line drive to left. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And they will slap. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Josh Palmer. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Tap down the line. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. 4-2 the final score today. The Nats used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it. At the plate, Josh Palmer. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for St. Louis, Shortstop.
First pitch on its way.
Palmer.
Hit to short. Saladino is there, and there's one away. Digging in, Josh Palmer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Josh Palmer.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Saladino loves it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Coming to the plate now, Josh Palmer. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. Popped him up. Martinez has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. Digging in, Tyler Saladino. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Drilled on the ground to short. To his left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they're up. Paul DeYoung will pinch hit here, and he's the potential. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient. Now at the plate, Josh Palmer. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for St. Louis. Shortstop. Josh
He's
Palmer.
ready. Here's the first offering. And we are underway as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. Fastball hit on the ground to short. And the day begins with an out. There's one away. Digging in to try it again, Josh Palmer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The 0-1 on its way. Lifted in the air out to right. Rasmus giving chase. 1 out. Evan Gaddis now standing in as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this is on the ground to 2 to second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cardinals 2. Into the box, Josh Palmer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Josh Palmer.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left.
Gone!
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Palmer.
Now batting, shortstop, Josh Palmer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Tucker giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. So striding forward now, Josh Palmer. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the ninth. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch to short. Kemp takes it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. 9-3 the final tally here in this one. St. Louis took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Carlos Martinez. Now in the box, Josh Palmer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Soft liner to the left side. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Jumped all over.
Ready now for Baltimore. Tovar reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Runners on the move for second. Shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Ready for another chance? Josh Palmer. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging on the first pitch, and this is bounced to the shortstop. And there's one down now. So digging in now, Josh Palmer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the 2-3 go. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Back up the middle, Palmer. There, and he'll throw against his body to first. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ground to short. Rained. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Fine work there. Justin Bohr will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit. 3-0 the final score in this one today. The Redbirds led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Jack standing in, Josh Palmer. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for St. Louis, shortstop.
First offering on its way. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
Hit on the ground out to short. Turner has it. And that's out number 1. In now is Anthony Rendon. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here.
Anthony Rendon.
Ready on 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, you know what?
Settling in now, Josh Palmer. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Palmer, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was taken in the 26th round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third. And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So they'll have to be content with just the strikeout there as the runner's able to get himself into scoring position with 1 away. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's a 6-1 game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed.
Now at the plate, Josh Palmer. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Josh Palmer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Defoe will put this one away, and the side is retired. In now for Washington, Carlos Diaz. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Center fielder, Carlos Diaz.
Shot weakly to the left. Solarte scoops it up. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Yadier Molina will be summoned off the bench here. So 6-1 the final tally today. The Nationals put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the Welcome to the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. MLB Network is live from Busch Stadium. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. Back now as we draw ever closer to first. Stepping in for the Braves, Dansby Swanson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. On the ground toward the left. Scooped up, one there. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the one. The next to bat for Atlanta, number 13. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. One left for Atlanta. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. So stepping in, Josh Palmer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Josh Palmer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. And a fastball just a bit high. One and two, here it comes. Here's one hit softly down the line in left, but this is a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Adams sprinting after it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready now, Tyler Flowers.
Batting eighth, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
1-1-1-1.
Bouncer up the middle. Solarte's got it. Step on the bag for one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. At the plate, Josh Palmer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Josh Palmer.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt to first pitch. Softly hit out towards short. And that'll be the second out. Ready once again, Josh Palmer. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Palmer.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
That's 1-0.
Ready with the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Lane Adams. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from him on the defense.
That's up.
Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels apt.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. Now batting, Adam Duvall. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Adam Duvall.
2-2.
Up.
Popped high in the air. Villanueva over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now, Josh Homer. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Left side. Played on the backhand. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. 4-2 the final score today. The Braves rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. MLB The Show is at the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. Michael Wacha is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hitting clutch.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow...
Digging in now, Josh Homer. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play. And beautiful day for baseball here in the Midwest. Welcome. Stepping up to the plate, Josh Homer.
Josh Homer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Two-0 count. The pitch. Hit back up the middle. Swanson picks it up. A jumping catch at second for 1. Back to Freeman, not in time, and they'll just get the 1. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader.
Left fielder, Harrison Bader.
Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. And that'll be in plenty of time, and a perfect call on the pitch out there. Also striding in, Adam Duvall. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Right fielder, Adam Duvall.
1-1-1.
Ground out to short. Homer is up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Stepping in, Adam Duvall. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Adam Duvall.
Here now the 2-2. Down to short. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Braves get a couple of hits here. In now, Josh Homer.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Jackson has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Swanson scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Afternoon baseball. Coming to the plate now, Josh Homer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Josh Homer.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, D-Row, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Grounder down the line at third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Little dribbler down the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Stepping in, number 49, 1-2 due up.
Number 40.
The 1-2.
1-1-1.
Ball sent back up the middle. Homer has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Homer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Homer.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley.
Go hard, you're scoring, go hard!
Molina is on his way home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece. So he's unable to wiggle out of danger, and we're all knotted up.
And as a former pitcher, I know how painful that is. He's 1 out away from ending the inning, and he gives up an RBI triple. Nice job by the offense cashing in. Now they've got a good chance to take the lead.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Harrison Bader. He flew out in his last at bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Number 13 is going to have room out there as he puts this. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
He's set. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Missed with a slider. Looped out towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 13. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board.
1-1-1.
For them, they just haven't had consistently good.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
He's set, and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Hit in the air to shallow center. Adams on the move. A dive, and he can't hang on.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Come on, come on, come on.
The ground is short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He went down on strikes last time up.
Tyler Flowers.
The 1-2. It's back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that.
Now at the plate, Josh Palmer. He singled his last time up.
Palmer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, he was definitely trying to end it with 1 swing at a bat right there, leaving nothing to the imagination. That's the problem sometimes. Everyone wants to be a hero in extra innings instead of just getting on base and playing it like another inning.
The 2-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Adams is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more. 1, 2, 3.
Our final line for this afternoon, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. Forward.
Just about set for nighttime baseball. Into the box now, Josh Palmer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Josh Palmer.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Zero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. It appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, guys, you know what as well as I do. Being in the clubhouse before the game, this team's riding high. 4-0 to start.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Elias Diaz. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. On the ground towards short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now. So coming to the plate, Josh Palmer.
The shortstop, Josh Palmer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is bounced foul near the secret weapon, Jose Oquendo, in the third base coaching box.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up pull side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Popped him up. Bell has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Elias Diaz the next to hit. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. To the short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Into the box now, Kevin Kramer comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Kevin Kramer.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground out to short. Palmer overdue. And that's the second out. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Liner towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, D-Row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance, but you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
Striding in, Harrison Bader. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. 1 down. Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Come on, run it. Hit hard up the middle. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Cards forced to settle. At the plate, Colin Moran. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Colin Moran.
Hard back up the middle. Palmer fields it cleanly. And there are 2 away now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Josh Palmer. He singled his last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. The bouncer to the left side. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Man, this throw is nowhere close. As we take a look at it, you could see it sail high and down the right field line of the bag. Not sure he rushed the throw or he just lost the grip as it left his hand, but he's not going to be happy with himself about that throw.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And no one can get there as it falls. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't.
Stepping up now, Josh Palmer. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First delivery to him on the way. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. There's one on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. 11-4 at the end of this affair. The Pirates jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Alex Reyes gets the start for St. Louis in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Here's Gregory Polanco, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Gregory Polanco.
Hit on the ground out to short. To his right, Palmer. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned.
Stepping into the box, Josh Palmer. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Palmer.
First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses, ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
3-0 now. Gifton Lopez is on deck. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gifton Gope, a base hit in his first trip. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Here comes Marte, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. His previous history with Trevor Williams. He's just 1 for 6. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Chisenhall is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases. Aerial view there of striding in once again. Josh Palmer comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there on the first, and it won't be in time to end the inning as he just about did a somersault out there at second base. And that'll bring up Gifton Gope. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Runners off for second. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Up next for the Buccos, Josh Bell, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. On the ground out to short. Palmer, right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a big moment here, and standing in, Josh Palmer. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. First pitch of the at-bat. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Runner at second here with 1 man out. A ball and a strike. Sinking liner toward left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Digging in, Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit to short. Kramer takes it in. And quickly there are 2 away.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a
Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the St. Louis Cardinals. Luis Castillo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
And this will be put away. In now is Yasiel Puig, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 2-1. Headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't.
Standing in, Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Palmer handles the bat well against right-handed pitching. Doesn't have a lot of pop, but he does make contact, and of course he's always using his wheels to his advantage.
Yeah, and in today's game, how refreshing is it to watch this guy absolutely get down the first base line? I can't tell you what this does to a defense.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Swing, and he's able to flare this one out to left. It's in there, and the Cardinals look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time in the inning. Now to the plate, Josh Palmer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
I see you working, big guy. Good job.
Boy, Giro, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
The 3-1. And there he goes towards second. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with one away. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is...
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knob.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 3 left. Digging in once again, Josh Palmer. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. ball 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. Has a look, now the pitch. A pitch out, the throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Palmer, the runner at second with 1 away. Runner's on his way to third.
All right, hold on,
swung
hold
out
on
and
right
missed
there.
the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
Yeah, they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game.
Almost set for evening baseball from Great American Park in Cincinnati. Tonight, the second of 4 between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Alex Wood is on the mound for the Reds in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, if Alex don't light your fire, you're working with wet wood. This is one of the top young left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Sneaky, quick, funky arm angle, 92 to 94, good curveball, one of the more underappreciated quality lefties in the game of baseball.
Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who do you have your eye? Ready now for Cincinnati. Derek Dietrich took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Ready with the 0-1. There we go. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up, and that's the first out. Time now for a look at the hometown. Striding into the box, Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
He's set. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-1 home. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Harrison is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Josh Palmer. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. A swinging bunt to the mound. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Josh Palmer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Harrison moving in He makes the running play. 2 down. And that one run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. Cincinnati earned the victory despite only collecting 4. Afternoon baseball. Digging in, Josh Homer. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Homer.
First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Temperature about what you'd expect for this time of year. 56 degrees at first pitch. Count still at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Hit to third. Suarez comes up with it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. At the plate, Josh Homer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Gray sets, first pitch on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
3 balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Puig. And that retires the side. Strike for 2. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. On the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. A jam shot here as this is sent towards second. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on the show from Great American Ballpark. Digging in, Josh Homer. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Soft liner towards short. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
He's running. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. So stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Tyler O'Neill. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great. Now at the plate, Monty Harrison. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1-1. On the ground out to short. And there's 1 away. In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. David Hernandez will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Now at the plate, Josh Homer. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Dietrich arranged to his left as he tracks this. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. The 2-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double? The second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Into the box, Monty Harrison.
Center fielder number 33, Monty Harrison.
The 0-2 pitch. The ground out to short. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, and their runners at the corners now.
Second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends. 4-2 the final score today. The Cincinnati Reds jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the... Coming to the plate now, Josh Homer. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Harrison is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Now a chance. So striding forward now, Yasiel Puig, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. On the ground is short. Could be. There's one. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Now in the box, Jordan Patterson set to lead off the home half of the second. Jammed in there as this is rolled out to short. On to first, and it's dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance. So digging in now, Kurt Casale trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in the early days.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is bounced foul near the secret weapon, Jose Oquendo, in the third base coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Runners on the move for second.
Come on.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Digging in to try it again, Paul Goldschmidt. He drew a walk his first time up. 3-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Puig back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-1 is a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone!
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the...
So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit hard on the ground to first. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 bases. Ready for another chance? Josh Palmer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Casale calls for it. He's got it 1 away. Settling in now, Josh Palmer. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the under. And a long run, but he's there to track it. Now at the plate, Josh Palmer. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
1-1 to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit.
Come on, slide. Get down. Get down.
Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Now a 6-3 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
Dig.
Throw to the plate. And they'll nail him at the plate as he's tagged out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Come on, get there, get
down
there.
the first baseline. And he'll get in there safely. Tyler O'Neill will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. And he's safe.
Nice hit, that boy. Good job.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
8-3 is today. Just a couple of miles. Striding into the box, Josh Palmer. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And there's the first out. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis. Standing in, Adam Eaton, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-2. Will play ball to second. 4. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. At the plate, Josh Palmer. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Ngope leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Palmer, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was taken in the 26th round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
2-1, here it is. A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Eric Fetty.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Striding in now for the Nats, Juan Soto comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Palmer right. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Ready now, Josh Palmer. Here comes the first pitch. This is flared out towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. In now for Washington, Matt Adams. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. The 2-1 home. back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Number 6, Anthony Rendon.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. A tag for 1. And he'll take it to the bag for the out. And there's your unassisted double play. Now batting, Josh Palmer. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. Pellickson sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. One gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher.
Leading off the inning, Jairo Munoz, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any. As we're moving late into this one, a perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started.
Ready once again, Josh Palmer. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base. So it's 1 run. Digging in now, Carlos Diaz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Short, hit hard. Palmer is there. And there's out number 2. In now is Adam Eaton. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Last strike now for the Nats. Swinging a ground ball. This should do it. It's up with it. Throw to first will be in time to record the final out, and the Cardinals have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The St. Louis Cardinals took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode. Time now for baseball on. So coming to the plate, Josh Palmer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Shortstop, Josh Palmer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Underway in our nation's capital as the first pitch is looked at for ball 1. So guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 at this homestand.
Moving under at Soto, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Rendon. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. On the ground is short. This could be 2. He's got it. The second for 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play. So striding in, Josh Palmer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Palmer.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Grounder down the line at third. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The run scores from second. It's now 3-1.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and his side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, Josh Palmer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
High in the air out to center field. Robles moves over, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now, Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground to the left side. Throw gets him, 2 down. In now, Josh Palmer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Stepping in, Harrison Bader. And prior to the 0-2, we'll move to first. And he'll dive back in. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Cards came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Juan Nicasio. Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Into the box, Josh Palmer. He will lead this one off today. Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch as we are underway here this afternoon. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk.
And here now is Wilmer Defoe. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit on the ground out to short. Palmer to his right. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Old Glory blowing in the wind as we are back for the top of the third from the home of the Nats. Stepping in, Josh Palmer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Turner backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Here's Matt Adams now. His career line against Walker. He's gone 2 for 8. Runner goes for second. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a swing from Zimmerman. It's on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out. The next to bat for St. Louis, Josh Palmer. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Here you go,
Towards
make the
second.
turn, make the turn, make the
Oh,
turn.
look at the sliding stop. Hats off to that one. Coming to the plate now, Wilmer Defoe. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Grounded to short. Scooped up. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is into. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Will play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. Into the box now, Josh Palmer. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
The count now at 2-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Diaz is right there, 1 down. Into the box now, Josh Palmer. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. Grace benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back easily. O'Neill, base runner at first with 1 out. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. 7-5 now. Today's comes to an end. The Washington Nationals.
A player receives the check-in from one of his coaches.